to be nosy.
Change these options and accessibility settings here or at any time later from the game setting.
I'll be back at halftime, but first let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. As always, it's still a week away. We'll touch on that later. But as Coach said, the AFC coming in here on a 2-game win streak.
And I love the fact that it's back to AFC versus NFC. We had that little time frame with captain's picks, and there was no side. I didn't like that. So let's see if the NFC can get into it. Drew Brees will be their starting quarterback. Probably a little perturbed about how his season ended. And Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City, what a second season for that youngster.
Aldrich Rosas of the Giants putting toe to leather, and we are underway in the 2019 Pro Bowl. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They run with to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. He was brought down by the Bears' safety, Eddie Jackson. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tariq Cohen of the Bears back deep for the NFC. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the leading rusher in the league, Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys, his second Pro Bowl. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. Breeze to throw on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for his tight end. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the NFC is in for 6. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, it's Mahomes. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sets up the screen to Gordon. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes Jason Myers for the AFC field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Breeze now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Rosas puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This fielded at the 2. So we've reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to the Texans middle linebacker Benardrick McKinney. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice.
And one common denominator, every single one of those guys with a gold jacket, all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard all about that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Saquon Barkley, 27 yards. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Rosas to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Fletcher Cox, the Eagles All-Pro, there to make the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To throw, it's Mahomes. Kyle Fuller there defensively. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, little 360. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And some room to work. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Credit the tackle to the Texans' middle linebacker, Benardrick McKinney. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Breeze to Ertz for the NFC first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw, it's Breeze. A strong running. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Michael Thomas, 47 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
PAT up and good by Rosas. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackles. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the AFC. 36 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mahomes to throw once more. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This will be caught at about the 3. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC able to cut into the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the NFC, and they are going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
Just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No, you don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black. Yeah, in the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Hey. like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh.